Alright, ladies and gents, so in today's video we are going to talk about Cardano, okay? We are going to talk about Cardano long-term price prediction, long-term, hopefully sooner or later we are going to see all-time highs on Cardano and on different altcoins, in fact, and finally see altcoin season. Nonetheless, I have digressed a little bit in here. We will also cover the short time frame price prediction for Cardano. Okay, since I have weekly time frame opened in here, let's actually have a look at the weekly time frame, right? So guys, first of all, if you were so lucky and you have picked up Cardano or you've been accumulating Cardano in these areas in here, I'm pretty sure that you're lucky considering the fact that you have taken some profits because Cardano did 3x. Okay, but of course, you know, lots of things have happened ever since then, and now we are sitting on a very bad sentiment, right? If we are going to look at bubbles, for example, for today, yes, the sentiment is obviously a little bit better. Nonetheless, it's very questionable of what is going to happen in a couple of next weeks. Hopefully this update and other updates on my channel are going to help us out to figure out of what potentially might happen. My name is Luke. Remember that this video is not financial advice, and let's get the party started for Cardano Army. Okay, so first of all, let's go back to TradingView. Okay, since I have weekly opened, let's have a look, right? So weekly time frame is showing us that potentially this could be a good area to accumulate Cardano, considering the fact that stochastic RSI on weekly is pretty much almost bottomed, okay, and we are sitting at extreme fear, right? Many people, many YouTubers, and I believe that many viewers, you guys should be probably using this indicator, crypto fear and greed index, right? I personally used two, but you can check definitely this one, right? That definitely helps us, I believe, right, to sell extreme greed and pick up some fear, right? So we can technically argue that on weekly, this is the strong level of a support, right? Cardano, sorry, just move that a little bit. Nonetheless, now Cardano has proven before, let's say, with areas of confirmation that this is, let's say, strong level of a support, right? Since Cardano was traded in here, also served as a resistance, right? Not mentioning about these areas. So that's something that we know, ladies and gents, right? Of course, this video is not financial advice, but if I'll have more dry powder to pick up some coins, I believe that Cardano is a good position to accumulate now, right? Now let me delete all of these, and now, ladies and gents, let's actually move towards shorter time frame, shall we? So daily time frame, what is daily showing us, right? Daily time frame, when it comes to fear and greed, we are sitting at neutral area, and Cardano is still holding up that support quite strongly. Okay, so that's something to notice. Of course, we can have some deviations, right? It all depends on you know, what Bitcoin is going to do and if Bitcoin is actually going to behave itself, right? Now zooming out, for instance, right, we can also use a Fibonacci retracement, right? And what we can do, guys, we can draw it from this last candle that basically initiated this pump, right? And we can draw it to the top, right? What we can notice, let me actually get out of this support in here for a while. What we can notice is that Cardano respected Fibonacci retracement, meaning that it dropped to 78.6 level. We also have confirmation in here. Okay, and then we have bounced, right? Then we had the second attempt of 78.6 area. We haven't really touched it properly. Nonetheless, we have dipped close, and now we are hovering at 68.8 Fibonacci retracement zone. And usually these two levels are pretty much good levels to bounce from, right? That's a daily time frame, but of course it's going to be visible on a weekly as well, right? So now, guys, let's actually go to 4 hourly, and I'm going to actually give you some liquidity heat map price predictions, because my price predictions, just in case if you wouldn't know, are mostly, especially short time frame, are mostly based on the liquidity heat map. So we are going to look into it very soon. All right, so guys, 4 hourly, what is 4 hourly showing us is that stochastic RSI is overheated, okay, and looks like it's falling down, right? Now more people are greedy with this recent a little bit of a pump on 4 hourly that was initiated on March 11th, which was yesterday, and Cardano saw highs of what, 19%. So it's actually you know, understandable that people got a little bit greedy, right? But what we can see now in here, right, we can technically draw a trend line in here and consider this as a strong level, well, temporarily strong level of a support, right? So what I see potentially could happen is Cardano dipping to these levels and retesting it as a support, right, on 4 hourly, especially considering the fact of where stochastic RSI currently is. Okay, what we can also do is to draw a horizontal line, right? So let's draw horizontal line for Cardano, ladies and gents. I believe that the first level of a support is going to be this area, okay, and the second level of a support is going to be this area, just in case if Cardano is going to dip. But now what is going to help us is going to be liquidity levels. Okay, so let's have a look first of all of what's going on if it comes to short versus long, right? So now more people are actually shorting Cardano. Nonetheless, lots of people are actually longing too, right? Now let's have a look at all of the exchanges on 7 daily, and we can see that more people are shorting Cardano. So on based on that, on a weekly, we could safely assume, I mean, again, safely, not financial advice, safely assume that Cardano could spike towards the upside, because market makers like to make these type of tricks with us, right? So I have used Binance ADA perpetual on 24 hourly. These guys, well, arguably have the biggest liquidity. And now guys, something that I was talking about, right? We do have some levels of liquidity in here at for Cardano at 70 cents. All right, so what we can do now is to draw a line at 70 cents for Cardano. Okay, 70 cents, ladies and gents, right? So the first support that I have drawn for you, okay, roughly, of course, is not going to be perfect, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cardano is going to dip into that area, okay? And if it's going to dip into that area, right, that is going to be a little bit of a dive of how many percent? That's going to be 3%, right? Guys, if you want to trade this volatility, make sure that you sign up with my link for Bybit. You can pick up 6,000 USDT worth of exclusive bonuses, right? You can find the link below this video. And now let's actually come back to the analysis, right? So guys, this simple analysis, of course, it's not necessarily said that you know, it's going to happen, but you know, pure logic, market most of the times, if not all of the times, is going towards liquidity, right? Especially short time frame. Okay, so I believe that this is going to happen, that of course is going to coincide with this level of a rising support in here, that we have this pinkish line. Okay, so I do believe that Cardano could see a little bit of a dive. And now let's cover weekly. So if we are going to look at Binance, guys, we do have liquidity above the current trading price at 84 cents, right? So to conclude the price prediction for Cardano, I believe that we could see the short dive to the levels that I've just shown to you, and the second weekly time frame could be 84. But we are going to be constantly re-evaluating these levels, because from now on I will be making Cardano updates. So guys, consider subscribing to the channel if you actually find it valuable, right? I hope that this is covered. And now, ladies and gents, what we can also look is at Cardano DeFi, right? And what Cardano is doing. The total value locked is sitting at 342.6 million. And now if it comes to the volume, guys, we are not really that bad if it comes to Cardano DeFi, right? We see that the volume, of course, it dropped, right, ever since the previous huge pump, 300% of a pump. Nonetheless, that volume is still higher than it was before that pump, so this is something good to see. And by the way, guys, let me know if you are holding anything that's actually built on Cardano, right? Because I believe that if layer 1 is actually quite successful, well, probably DEXs could be successful as well for Cardano, right? So guys, looking at Cardano overall market cap, right now we are sitting at 25 billion, right? Of course, I don't want to be a bull over here, I don't want to be a bear over here. Obviously Cardano is you know, one of the biggest projects, right? So let me know, what do you think could be the peak of this cycle for Cardano? But considering the fact that it did 94 billion, right, and now we have huge adoption if it comes to US government, right? Well, 200, right? Many people are calling for Cardano at $10-12, right? So let's have a look. Let's actually zoom it out to the monthly time frame, and let's see where this put Cardano, right? So last time frame, sorry, last cycle, we had Cardano at $3, right? And now 12, that would be around 300 billion, right? Correct me if I'm not wrong, but 12, well, actually even more probably, right? Guys, I am not saying that it's impossible, right? But probably I'll be taking profits around $7-8. It all depends when your entry actually occurred, right? For Cardano. Guys, I'm going to wrap this update up. I hope that you have enjoyed this quick ADA update. As always, peace and love, crypto.